You're listening to Get Tilted, only on Fantasy Now Plus.
What is up, everyone? Tim back yet again from Fantasy Now Plus. We're doing another best ball draft. We're on Drafters today, and I am joined by a very special guest, first time on our live stream, Sharlene. How are you doing this
Hello,
fine
I
Thursday?
am doing okay. Played some pickleball this morning for only like the second time ever.
Ooh.
I think my body's gonna hurt tomorrow, but
Yeah,
it was worth it.
very nice. Yeah, I think I've played pickleball like twice pretty much as well, and it's like, oh, this is fun, and then like 4 hours after you're done, you're like, that wasn't fun at all anymore.
No, you're
I
like
am
you can't
sore.
get up off the couch. Yep,
Yep.
I'm stuck.
Yep.
Somebody bring me some water.
Yep. I feel like I played tennis, but I didn't, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming from somewhat of a tennis background. It is not what I expected.
Yeah.
It is very different.
It's a lot of like, if you're trying at all, it's a lot of like short area, like explosion and whatnot, and like
Right.
starting and
Yeah,
stopping.
you know what? This body has not done short sprints like that in a very long time.
Exactly. Listen, pickleball is serious, folks. Even those who try to tell you that is not true. What is up, Brian? Watching from the sidelines this time, giving the man a break. We've been streaming all week. Thought we would continue to have some guests on, and we are going to draft a best ball draft here in the $15 main event on Drafters. We will see how long this takes to get into a room. We've got 5 of 12, so probably a couple minutes of vamping, but not too bad. Sweet. So right off the bat, I know that you are super into Jalen Waddle, just like I am this year.
Yeah.
Is he going to be a target for us in the third or fourth round? You're hoping?
I'm hoping. I mean, we got to see. We'll see how the draft board plays out.
Yeah,
I try not to plan too far ahead.
that's fair.
Especially when you're drafting in things like this or underdog where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the people you're drafting with, so
Yeah,
you just sort of fly by the seat of your pants.
Absolutely. That's kind of all we do around here, to be honest. Brian is back in the cubicle so that those shareholders can get their value. That is certainly how life goes sometimes. Yeah. So we are starting right now. Sweet. Let's see what spot we got. We have the 103. So
all right.
We will probably be deciding between Chase, Puka, JSN, or if one of the two top running backs happen to fall, we can have...
I gotta say, I think I might actually have 0 shares of Jamar Chase so far, and I've done many drafts. It just never seems to work out for me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very... Which is funny because I have 9% Gibbs, but I feel like I have not enough Gibbs at the 101. And like, it's just when you're in one of those early spots, it's really hard to just be like, man, I just really want more of this player, but it kind of just like constricted by whatever the room gives me.
Right.
So
yeah. I definitely have. I've got a decent amount of Gibbs. I hardly have any Bijan, but that's because I almost never have the 101. I usually end up with like the 2 or the 3, and I get what falls.
Yeah. Yep.
Which oddly has never been Chase. So
well, we're gonna get him here if that's who you would like.
Go. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So we start out Jamar Chase at the 103. We have a lot of experienced drafters in this room. Number in the parentheses is how many main event drafts they have completed so far. We are one of the least experienced in this room. We've got someone that literally is on their second to last total draft because they can only get up to 150 max. So That's definitely interesting. We have Christian McCaffrey going 4, which is also not
Very interesting.
not like crazy, but certainly like not normal either. Would you take CMC 104?
At the 4, you know what? I think probably in best ball, I might take a swing.
Yeah.
I love CMC. I love I love the potential that he has, but you really have to be willing to run the risk of his injury history.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's tough. I mean, I would say maybe at like the 6th, I wouldn't be so concerned. At the 4, yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you there. Obviously, Puka has somewhat of an injury history himself. It's at least not like as long term and as season ending as CMC has had, but I think in best ball, like it's a good practice to just accept that almost every pick you make has some kind of inherent risk to it, and like the benefit of
Right.
CMC is he's the number 1 projected running back week in, week out. He's still just CMC.
Right, exactly. He's still CMC.
Yep.
And well, so with Puka too, though, doesn't he still have that suspension possibly looming?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that, to be honest. Brian and I have talked about this several times of like, this is the second game of the season in week 1. They're the Thursday night game in Australia against, I think, the Niners, and like,
Yep.
Are they really going to want the talking point being like Puka was suspended for the week 1 because he, is racist and did like terrible stuff? Do they really want that being like the banner talking point? So it's like, I get that they're considering it, but like, to be honest, I would probably call their bluff, or like maybe it comes down like in the middle of the season for a couple games, but I don't think they would do it week 1, but I could be wrong.
You
It
don't
just seems
think?
unlikely.
I feel like this is one of those, like, if they're going to do it, they've got to make the decision before the season starts. And if they make the decision before the season starts, it's going to be, the first however many games.
Yeah.
I don't see how they can be like, oh, well, we're just going to wait and then we'll dole it out later.
Yep.
I don't see how they do that.
Didn't they do that with
Josh
Zeke?
Jacobs is different because like there's actually like an ongoing investigation, right? So
yeah,
that's different. I can see happening later, not necessarily at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, Puka's situation, I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's sketchy. We're about on the clock here. It is nothing but wide receivers at the queue. AJ Brown goes. We've got Drake London, Malik Neighbors, George Pickens, Olave, Rashee Rice, Trey McBride. Anyone standing out to you?
I can tell you I don't want Neighbors. I don't like him going this early. Who have you been going after around this spot? Or are you just sort of everywhere?
I've been going after Neighbors. I'm going to do Chris Olave if that's good.
Even with his injury?
Yeah, I don't think it's that severe.
Yeah,
it sounds like he'll be fine. And like Jordan Tyson's definitely missing time.
Oh, he's definitely done. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're basically just getting a re-roll of last season where he was like really good for fantasy, and I trust Kellen Moore's offense. I actually trust Tyler Shuck to some extent, which like
I'm actually kind of excited about Shuck this season. So.
Yeah.
I've been taking him pretty late as my second QB.
Yep. He's got a lot of rushing upside that I think is not really built in. How about Neighbors in the third? Well, he goes. Never mind. So,
or
Rice, McBride, Josh Allen, Zay Flowers, some running backs, Kyron Love.
How do you feel about taking Love?
I'm a Cardinals fan, so I'll suck it up and do it.
All right, let's do it. I
Yeah.
think this is so I'm of the mind here that you've got to get at least one running back in within the first 3 or 4 rounds, because it's a struggle later otherwise.
It is. And I've been doing a lot of zero RB lately on this.
You
like
and Justin, man.
I mean, if
I
at
can't
least
stomach that.
at least in best ball, you don't have to make the start sit decisions. Like in redraft, I totally get being like, I don't want to figure out which of the 2 6-point per game running backs I'm gonna gamble on this week. At least in best ball, it's like, oh, they went off, cool, they hit my lineup. Like, not my problem. But I totally get
that's
it.
fair.
And like,
I can't. This season, last season, I had a few leagues where, or a few drafts where I went 0 RB, and I said, all right, let's see how we play this out with, going wide receiver heavy. But I can't stomach that this season. I mean, the drop off is just
it's steep.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we're gonna get to a point probably around 8, 9, 10 where it's just like we're drafting pure handcuffs, we're drafting like pure contingent upside and nothing else. And it's like, well, we need 6 things to go right to score enough points at running back, which again, easier to do in best ball, but still not easy regardless of where you're doing it.
Yep.
What happened to Tyson? Justin, do you live in a closet? I mean, like, kind of knowing your setup, but like currently. But like he has a major hamstring. It's not a tear, it's just like a pull, I think. But
but it's not his first, and that's the It's a re-injury. So it's not great.
Yeah, it's like the 3rd time he's pulled that hamstring in the last like 8 months.
Yeah,
so
it's not good.
They're going to take it slow with him is what they said. So he's missing all the rest of training camp and preseason and possibly another month on top of that. And then they might slow play him. So like, I'm kind of playing it of like, I'm not going to worry about his points in fantasy until after their week 8 bye, to be honest with you. Like that's when I think Tyson will probably start being impactful for fantasy.
Yeah.
Too many running backs for Justin.
There's no such thing.
Listen, if you're going to take a shot in the 3rd round and just be like, I don't want to go too late, like the 3rd overall pick is usually a good bet to make at the running back position. Like I get it's the Cardinals, but he's obviously talented. Like the odds that he's just Trent Richardson are pretty low.
Right. Oh, there goes Waddle.
Yeah. Being on the left side of the board makes Waddle kind of a hard player to get because he usually goes right around the 40-ish.
Right. Yep.
So you either have to pull him up or you need a pretty severe fall. Let's see here. 5 RBs in 5 rounds in Scott Fishbowl.
In Fishbowl? Okay, well
but like, why?
I have questions. I have questions.
Like the Scott Fishbowl's scoring is like very clearly skewed to like big play receptions.
Right. Oh, there goes Javonte. Yeah, unless you're once you lose all the like the top, I don't know, 5 running backs that have that big, receiving ability.
Yeah, like once you're past HN, I'm like, I'm good.
Right.
Like maybe, like even someone like Scadaboo's just not really that useful because he's not going to break a lot of plays.
Yeah, I knew Javonte wasn't coming back, man.
Yeah, I mean, ETN's still here, Scadaboo's here, Tootin's here if we want to slightly.
Yeah, I gotta say, I haven't been very high on ETN, but now with Kamara's injury, now I'm like, okay, like I could justify this now.
He goes naturally,
and there he goes.
We have Teteroy McMillan still here, Scadaboo, Luther Burden, Bashal Tootin, Parker Washington.
I like the DJ Moore or Tet I'm down with either one of those guys right here.
We're going to do Tet because I am a full DJ Moore fader, as you can tell by my 1% exposure. Full. Listen, if he beats me, so be it. I just don't think he has it anymore, and I don't think it's just a 1-to-1. He's just going to be Stephon Diggs. Like, no, I don't think so. Stephon Diggs was good at football, and I don't know if DJ Moore is good at football anymore. But like,
I mean, we've seen flashes.
yeah,
I feel like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen with Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Scattaboo, Tootin, McLaurin, Rome, Lamar, Judkins, Irving, Mike Evans.
It's too early for a quarterback. Where are we at? What do we want? Running back?
Probably.
Yeah. Have you drafted a lot of scat? I haven't drafted a lot of scat.
I don't actually remember. I think I did early in the season because like he was a little bit cheaper. He was like back into the 5th, early 6th type of pick. I'm not worried about Najee Harris that much.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about just scat.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to miss probably 2 to 3 games with concussions or general just injury.
He's a loose cannon, man.
Like, he's insane, but like, to be fair, like half the NFL is insane. So we just kind of have to accept that. Like, same with Puka. Like,
yeah,
he's talented. I'm worried about that coaching staff mostly.
Yeah. And I mean, I worry. I also have concerns with Dart.
Yeah.
And
two very single-minded individuals, will say that nicely.
Yeah.
Leading that offense, which can also, I think, probably lean to why, on top of the injury, you're probably not the biggest Neighbors fan this year because of that.
It's all intertwined, right? Like, yeah. I think Dart needs Neighbors.
Yeah.
So the fact that we don't really know when Neighbors is coming back, and even when he comes back, we don't know how long it's going to take him to get back to 100%, right?
Yep.
I think for Dart he's being drafted like super high in my opinion. And for that to pan out, like, he really needs Neighbors to come through for him. But on top of that, like, I know he's being drafted pretty high for his rushing upside, but like, the dude does not protect himself when he runs. Like, he scares the crap out of me every single time he takes off.
Yep.
And it just, yeah. That whole offense just, except for Likely. I'm totally in on Likely.
And like, even then, I'm just kind of like, is he going to play that much? Like, he can't block at all.
I think I am in on Likely because of where he's being drafted. I think it is absolutely worth that risk.
Yeah.
Way down there.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
So
he's like tight end 16, 17, something like that. Like,
right.
He doesn't have to do all that much to really pay off his ADP.
Yeah. And I think he exceeds his ADP. But that's a low bar. So
yeah. Definitely fair. Justin took James Cook, Devon Achane. Oh, AJ Brown. I was like, oh no, Chase Brown.
Chase Brown.
And Trevion Henderson. I mean, at least those are the correct running backs to target in Scott Fishbowl. But still, I have questions.
Henderson, there he goes.
Yeah. It's possible he fell all the way back to us, but people see his name and usually just oof, and price goes as well, and that would have been the other one.
Yeah.
Do we just take Burrow here with Chase and worry about?
Let's get the stack. I like that.
Yeah, because otherwise our quarterback stacks are Shuck and Bryce Young, which is fine for 2 and 3, but not for my 1 and 2.
I'm like, yeah, let's grab Shuck later. Great.
Yep.
He's not a QB1.
Yep. Sam Laporta literally just got injured like
Oh, what?
an hour ago.
Oh, I missed that one. What happened?
Does it say news? Dealing with a hip injury, wouldn't commit if he'll be available for week 1. So, not good. I like Josh Downs here. We'll have Metcalf, Godwin, RJ Harvey, QJ, Reed, Gainwell, Pollard.
Let's see.
Harvey goes and Downs goes. So a lot of boring wide receiver 2s, some thin-ish running back plays, Gainwell and Pollard. Wandale, Pollard goes. Anyone sticking out to you? We could also go Hurts unstacked. I don't hate.
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this is where it starts getting.
It's disgusting.
I mean, I don't hate Gainwell.
That's fine. Kind of shocked his ADP is this early, but
yeah,
I think there's probably like a 30 to 40% chance that he just like puts Bucky on the bench, like maybe a little lower than that, but like he could just be the guy that the coaching staff decides they want to be the main guy. Like, I don't think so, but
I don't think that's going to happen, but I think that, I think he's definitely going to cut into Bucky's workload way more than they're letting on right now, which seems to be Gainwell's MO, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what he does.
Absolutely.
I think it's a little bit early, but given that where we are, and he's not coming back.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and this whole range from like 70 to like 85 is like the worst range of the draft because it's just a bunch of players who like they have to go in some order, but like none of them feel like good clicks in the 70s. They all feel totally fine in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
But
here coming up, we've got some decent. If they come back, we got some decent guys coming up. I mean, got Sutton, Diggs, Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
I like all those guys.
Running back, like Bill
Tucker
seems.
Kraft.
I really like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt now that Rashad White is probably injured for a while. Jordan Mason might have the job.
Injuries.
Pittman's going to be pretty safe. Addison always gives you a couple spike weeks. So, yeah, lots of.
Yeah, there's a lot of good guys coming up.
Yep. And like we can take a quarterback to back stack if we're feeling frisky. We can just continue to push it and bet on Shuck probably at like 118 or 123. So
yeah,
feeling pretty balanced. Don't have a tight end, but I'm a pretty large proponent of 3 late tight ends in 20 round best ball. Let's just take like tight ends 20 through 24 and just.
I've done both where I've taken one of the. I haven't gotten a lot of Bowers or McBride in best ball. There's tons of guys I'd rather take instead.
Yeah.
But like Warren, although Warren's injured too now, right? I mean, it's nothing serious, but
yeah. Well, this guy just took both of the injured tight ends, Warren and Laporta.
Oh, Warren and Laporta, Jesus.
Yep.
Whoops.
Passing on Tucker Kraft, another injured tight end in the process. Alrighty, we're about on the clock here. So.
Oh, and all the guys we've mentioned are still on the board.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So, Bill, Kyle Pitts, Addison, Pittman, Matthew Golden, Harold Fannin, J.K. Dobbins, Tyson and Chuba are falling this far, which is kind of interesting. At least on the Chuba end more than the Tyson end for me.
Yeah.
Dobbins goes. Any particular leans for you?
Well, here, scroll a little bit because like every guy I mentioned is gone, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I think maybe, oh man, you like Bill. We could go Bill here.
Yeah, ran out of time.
And then, yeah, and then I know this goes so fast. It's
I
so
know.
hard when you can't like, you can't just
I,
scroll.
I know. And you're looking at a tiny little
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I
That's
think
our
we definitely need to hit the wide receivers after this.
Yeah. So just at wide receiver, we have Addison,
Addison.
Pittman, Golden, Jordan Tyson, Makai Lemon, John Stribling, and Debo.
I like Stribling here.
I'm good with Stribling here. Yeah, it's a little ahead of ADP, but I think ADP at this point is kind of a suggestion.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I think his ADP will continue to go up.
Yep, has been for a long time, and will just continue.
So, yeah, I'm like, I don't feel like this is super early.
Nah, I mean it's 10 picks ahead. Like it's not really that big a deal. That's like you said, he's going to continue rising as well, and possibly gives us the option at Purdy at 118. Very unlikely, but if the Mike Evans drafter doesn't feel so inclined, could possibly get him all the way back. He's one of the types of QBs that can just take a ride around the draft board for a while. So,
yeah. And then I've been drafting a lot of now that I've been drafting a little bit of Debo.
Yeah.
Especially because I feel like he's kind of the insurance policy for CMC.
Yeah, it seems like it.
So you kind of it's twofold at this point.
Yep. Yeah, and like I was, Brian will know I drafted a ton of Debo, a ton of Diggs, a ton of Stribling, all this stuff earlier in the summer when they were all very cheap. You could put them on a ton of teams. As they climb, like I'm a bit more willing to pick my spots here or there, not just full fade them because you still want a good collection of how the ADP is layered and whatnot if you're doing like a portfolio and whatnot. But it's good to, like you said, Stribling is going to continue to rise. Like, when we were just having this conversation at the 7-8 turn of like, all these picks suck. Like I could see Stribling getting there and someone just being like, yay, someone exciting.
Yeah.
So
I think, that's going to start to happen for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Especially we have about 3 weeks left until all these drafts close. So the drafting is going to start getting fast and furious. ADP is going to get wild and move quite a lot. So, I mean, we've got Purdy into the 10th at least. We'll see if he comes all the way back, but he has started to fall at least. Otherwise, I'll just queue up Shuck in the meantime. Again, a little ahead of ADP. He goes at 125. We can probably push him to 123. Purdy goes. Do have to kind of figure out where Jordan Tyson. Okay, Tyson just went. So yeah, we can probably push Shuck to 123 if we want someone else at 118. Unless someone just decides to take him unbacked.
Whoever's at the 101 doesn't have a QB yet either.
Yeah. We still have Stafford and Nix on the board and Kyler before we get to Shuck.
That's true. Yeah, so he's probably safe for us.
Yeah. I'd be pretty interested in Chuba if he comes all the way back to 118. I'd be fine with Debo. We don't have Purdy, but I think double stacking without the quarterback is still totally acceptable. Who else? George Kittle as well, if we wanted to go the tight end route. Manungai has fallen quite a ways for just a hyperextended knee. Kelsey unlikely. So I think a good collection of folks that you are big fans of in this range. Anyone standing out?
This might be a good spot to snag a tight end.
Okay. Do you want Kittle or Likely or Kelsey?
Here, I like Kittle.
Good by me. I was very out on Kittle to start because I didn't think there was any chance in heck that he was going to play in week 1, and it sounds like he's going to play at least in like week 2, if not week 1. So.
Yeah, he is still pushing for week 1, but this is one of those where, like, yeah, you're right. If he doesn't make it week 1, it's still, we're not looking, 6 games in. We're just looking at, maybe week 2 then. Yep. So I am good with Kittle. I've been drafting a lot of Kittle, and then, just making sure to grab another decent tight end.
Yeah. And I think we'll still probably go 3 tight ends on this team, with Kittle being the first one in round 10. Grab a couple safer, boring clicks later. Your Dalton Schultzes, your TJ Hawkinsons, what have you.
Throw a little Gunnar Helm in there.
Yep. Safe, but also fun is the best kind. We should get Shuck here unless the 2-hole does something weird. 1-hole still has no quarterbacks through 11 rounds, so that's interesting. We do get Shuck. Pretty easy.
Excellent.
Stacked with Olave. We can stop at 2 QBs. We can tack on a third later. Like if Bryce Young is available in like the 15th, 16th round, that feels fine. But I'm also pretty comfortable with just Burrow and Shuck as my only 2 in most builds. So that feels good.
Yeah, I same. I'm good either way. The third QB, I usually just let the board sort of dictate.
Yep.
What happens there?
Yeah, I think like going 3 QB is fine, but I think like, there's a lot of like bigger best ball community that thinks it's like not required, but like should be like the majority of your builds. And I just don't particularly agree with that this year, mostly just because the players that you used to be able to get late as your third QB just don't exist this year. Like, a couple years ago, you could get Bo Nix in the last round. You could get Jackson Dart in the last round last year. Like this year, it's like, well, here's Jacoby Brissett or Geno Smith or the corpse of Aaron Rodgers, or like the only interesting ones really is Mendoza.
Right.
But, like, God knows how many games he's actually going to play.
Right. So. Yeah. I've taken Mendoza a couple of times, but I mean, he's definitely not somebody I'm targeting in all of my drafts.
Yeah.
But I figured, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have him in a couple of places just in case.
Yeah.
He's definitely taking over for Cousins at some point.
At some point.
But when is that point? And so
I think it'll be early. Like Cousins sucks at this point in his career, respectfully. Like he's bad. He cannot move at all. So it's like, can he really make it 8 games? Like, I don't think so, personally, unless Mendoza's worse than we thought. Which,
I mean, he didn't look like it.
Yeah, like he seems fine so far. So I think they're just doing the coach speak. The Tom Brady is trying to control the narrative thing of like, yeah, he's gonna sit, probably for a couple games. But if they start out 0-2, 0-3, the fans are just gonna be like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why are we playing Kirk Cousins in the year of 2026?
Yeah. I have to say though, since you talked about Brissett, he was my waiver wire hero last year.
Yeah.
I talked him up a lot.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
As a third QB, I don't hate that.
Yeah. And like in drafters specifically, I think he's a better pick because it is just weeks 1 through 17. I think he's a little sketchier on like underdog, where like it's basically make it to the playoff weeks and then just have really good teams weeks 15, 16, and 17. I don't know if Brissett is playing in weeks 15 through 17, But here, doesn't really matter. We just need total points across 17 weeks. If he's not playing a couple games, well, that makes him like every other player in the NFL, basically.
Sure.
We got Tracy, but I'm kind of sketched out on him.
Yeah. I think we're out on Tracy now.
I do like Jawan Johnson a lot.
Same.
With this Tyson stuff, and we've got the stack. Should we just go Johnson?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We'll
need to make extra sure our third tight end does not have a week 8 bye, so we don't take a 0, but that's pretty easy to avoid. Not a big deal whatsoever. But yeah, that feels good. We've got the Saints double stacked. We've got Burrow and Chase. We have a little 49ers ghost stack without Purdy. Got some NFC South stuff with Tyrell McMillan, and Kenny Gainwell. So feeling pretty good about this team. I think we could probably go running back or wide receiver here. I like Denzel Boston. I like Spears. Tank Bigsby is fine. Trey Tucker's probably going to be the starter.
Yep. That's what it sounds like.
Tavian Wicks
is looking good. Yeah.
Yeah. What do our buys like? 6, 8, 5, and 8. Any preference between Boston, Tucker, or Wicks?
I have 0 shares of Boston. So
let's live a little. I mean,
yeah, I've been going a lot of Wicks and Tucker there, I think.
Yeah. And like I think they're all good picks in their own right. I definitely get the Cleveland fear. Like I
have that.
I agree with it.
I have that.
Yeah. Like all 4 quarterbacks on their roster are below average NFL players at this point. Like, yes, at least Todd Monken is like not like a boomer in his offense, so it'll still be like somewhat attempting to be innovative / fun, but it probably won't be because it's a team quarterbacked by a criminal, Shadur Sanders, a running back, and Dylan Gabriel. So, yeah. But I also do like to believe that talent rises above situation to some extent, and everything we're hearing out of camp is that Boston is shining a lot. So
right.
And again, best ball is where I like to take those kinds of shots of like,
yeah, absolutely.
This is my wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6. He's probably not going to be in my lineup 80% of the time anyways, but if he gives me 2 20-point weeks, he did my job in the 13th round. Like, that's great. So
yeah, I've gone Concepcion a couple times.
Yeah.
But only because he's going a little bit later.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to take the flyer, we'll do it a little bit later.
Yeah. He went pretty early in this
draft.
Did
he go pretty early?
Yeah, 115 in the 10th
early.
round.
He went, wow.
Yeah. That's kind of another, like, 147 for Boston's pretty good at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I think his ADP was
like,
in like the 130s. So
yeah, I feel like that was late for Boston and early for Concepcion.
I think so, yeah. I think so. But also, like, I think Concepcion should be the first click. Like, he's the first round pick. He was the better prospect profile. Like, he looks better from the eye test to me anyways. But everything in camp has just been Boston this, Boston that, Boston's the star, whatever.
We'll see what that means, because there was also a lot of talk in the Patriots camp about Booty.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah. I mean, he had a couple games last year.
Right?
Like, he was like left for dead in the way that I viewed him, and then he like actually had a couple usable games, and I was like, oh, okay, so he can catch the ball sometimes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys too where like he has flashes, right? Like it's in there, it's just not consistent.
Yep.
So I mean, I guess, for best ball, fine.
Yeah, perfect.
I will take those weeks where he has those flashes, but
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I like best ball, is like, I don't like, there is some skill to start sit, but for the most part it's all random luck. And it's like,
Yeah.
I would rather just kind of let my drafting and let my like team construction be more of a deciding factor, and then like just let the chips fall where they may. So
Yeah.
Redraft is still obviously fun. You can still have a lot of fun with it, but like, they are very different games in my mind, and a lot of people tend to think just like, oh, you're just drafting a redraft team, and I'm like, well, no. You're drafting players that you would never draft in redraft, and you're drafting them for different reasons.
You take a lot more risks in best ball than you do in redraft, for sure.
Bryce Young went Jaden Blue, Jalen McMillan, Dylan probably not Sampson, AD Mitchell, can't go Dalton Schultz, Juwan Jennings, Ray Davis.
Where can you scroll down a little more?
Yeah, Hunter, Douglas,
Cooper,
B-Rob, Allen, Tank Dell.
And Tank Dell. So I mean these Houston guys, their ADP is going to start climbing.
Yeah, let's go Tank Dell.
Yeah,
like
that.
Higgins is gone. There's no one left to sign, really, that would be of any consequence.
Right. That was going to be my question, is like, do you think that they bring in
like
another wide receiver? But I'm like
the most obvious candidate is Booty, but I don't know why the Patriots would trade him to a conference rival that they're going to be fighting for the Super Bowl with.
Exactly.
I do like Jalen McMillan to some extent here.
I do too.
I think he would be the top of my list. Running back is all gross at this point, so we can probably just wait on that.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go McMillan. So through 15 rounds, we'll have 5 rounds left after this. We have 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 7 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, Tyler Shuck. Running backs, Jeremiah Love, Cam Scattaboo, Kenneth Gainwell, Bill Krosky-Merritt. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Tedoroy McMillan, Dejon Stribling, Denzel Boston, Tank Dell, and Jalen McMillan. And 2 tight ends, George Kittle and Jawan Johnson.
So we definitely need another tight end.
Yep, tight end that doesn't have a week 8 bye.
Yep.
Probably 2 more running backs, and 2 to 3 more running backs, and 1 to 2 wide receivers, I would say.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Mendoza went in the 15th. I mean, like, again.
I was going to say, if Brissett comes back around, then, we can think about taking Brissett. If he doesn't, I'm fine not taking a third QB.
Yeah, like, at least, so we can at least be flexible on it. I think Brissett's probably the best of the quarterbacks left. Like, Rodgers is going to be very check downy, run the ball heavy. Geno Smith, like, it's an interesting offense, but I don't know.
It's Geno Smith.
That's a pretty compelling argument, to be honest.
I like Vele.
Yeah, Vele makes sense. Just a full-on triple stack of the Saints. We like Gunnar Helm. Kate Otten makes some sense. We already have Gainwell. AJ Barner is acceptable. I like Hunter and Cooper this late. I mean, they're first-round picks in the NFL, going in like the 180s. So I tend to just be like, Caleb Douglas just went off the board. Like, I can probably take the first-round rookie or the cornerback at this point.
So what do you think about Travis Hunter's role this year?
Well, as you can see, I have 23% of him across
So
200 drafts.
so you are feeling good about his role this year.
Even if I'm not, I'm getting him in the 180s, like as the number
Right.
2 overall pick. Like if I had to take him in the 6th round, like we did last year, that's where that
Yeah.
was a mistake. That came back to bite us. Like
Right.
obviously the injury was the main reason, but like he was not paying off outside of that 1 week right before the injury.
No.
But like in the 16th, 17th round, I don't have to choose when to start him.
Yep.
If he never hits my lineup, it's not like the end of my draft.
Right.
I'm just taking him as much as I can. And from a realistic standpoint, I
I
think
don't hate it.
I think he probably plays like 40 to 60% of the offensive snaps. Like I think Brian Thomas Jr. is pretty entrenched. I think Parker Washington's pretty entrenched. Kobe Myers is kind of old. Like he could just fall off
Yeah.
at any time. And like, again, they traded capital for Hunter. They took him at 2. They're not going to just be like, let's just play him at corner. No, they're playing him at both, and they're getting him the ball when he's on the field.
You've also got some injury insurance there if any of those guys you mentioned were to go down.
Yep.
I mean, he's the obvious next man, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Brissett comes all the way back if we want to just grab him.
Sure. It'll give us a second to think about what we're doing.
We've got Omar Cooper, Brian Robinson, Kamani Vidal, Pat Freiermuth,
Tisla.
I
like Tisla for best ball.
Yeah, I don't have enough of him. I need to get more than 4%, I think.
All right. So if he comes back, then
yeah. Are you interested in Freiermuth as like a third non-week 8 tight end if Tesla goes?
Yeah, if Tesla goes, we could do that. I would take I'm willing to take the flyer on him.
Should be good, but we'll see what 2-hole does here. Slowly. Very slow. Cooper.
There we go.
Tesla it is. And I think we're at 8 wide receivers.
Yeah, probably good there, right?
Yeah, probably done. So tight end, man, it is already wiped. That's fun. Darren Waller. I mean, Evan Ingram's technically gonna be the starter.
I was so excited about Waller last year. And then he got injured, and that was the end of that.
You were right, though. Like, he did do well when he played.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, this guy's a rapper. Like, why should we care? And then it turns out we should have cared, even if it was short-lived. I mean, Gesicki's fine with Burrow.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I think. I think.
Yeah. It's going to be rough for the third tight end, but we just need them in week 8. That's the only week we care.
Yep.
Juwan and Kittle have us the rest of the time. Running back, also quite rough.
Lonnie.
Singleton, I think both of the 49er running backs. Yeah, James and Black.
Yeah.
I still think James Conner gets cut, goes somewhere useful. I mean, Najee Harris is now draftable.
Right.
Isaiah Davis is like disgusting, but probably will make the team. That's what we're looking at in the 18th through 20th at
right.
It's a little thin, but like Love's gonna play almost the whole season. Scattaboo, we hope, plays the whole season. I think Bill's the starter at this point, and Gainwell's gonna have a pretty safe floor and has a ceiling. So like, it's thin, but like, even if you have 8 running backs, like running backs just always thin in best ball.
Yeah,
they all get injured. So
Yeah.
last go ahead.
What are we at? Oh, there goes black.
Yep. Like Singleton would be fine. I just don't know if he ever plays, but like maybe he does.
What about? Oh, you have like no Holani.
Well, I didn't believe in it, and then like now I'm scared about it again because they sat Emmanuel Wilson in preseason week 1, and Holani was playing into like the third quarter, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, why would Wilson sit with the starters if Holani's the guy? Because like you would expect Wilson to play because he's coming into a new offense, and like Holani's the incumbent. So now I'm just like, I don't know if I want to invest in him until I know for sure if he's actually the guy.
That's fair. I've only taken him a couple places.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Like, I think he's a better redraft pick because you can just cut him if he's
fair.
Not
yeah.
Work. Like, if it just turns out it's the Jadarian Price show, then it's like, oh, okay, that was easy. Bye.
Right.
I think it's probably Waller for me if he gets to us.
I'm good with that.
Hope he lasts till week 8.
Oh God, don't say that.
That's where we're at with all of these guys, unfortunately. It's just hoping they last till week 8. But that's okay, because Johnson and Kittle are both very underpriced for what they can give you. So we're going to smash the rest of the weeks. We'll take Waller. Done at tight end, and I think it's just 2 running backs or players with the running back tag, whether they actually play or not, is going to be more of a question. Are you open to James Conner?
I am open to it.
Okay. Like, yeah. Oh, Najee just went.
Oops. I know that's who you were about to click. I was going to say, I don't hate Najee there.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Not for sure. Like one of these Dolphins.
Wright?
Yeah, like Wright Gordon is in theory.
I like Jalen Wright.
We'll take a shot on him. I have not drafted him yet, but I think this is a totally fine team to give it a chance. Yeah, different. The one good thing about these 4 is that they all have different buys, so
yeah, we don't have to worry about that.
Yep, and Wright's a different buy from them, so that's good. Like my safety blanket is Justice Hill, and he went in the 17th round in this draft. So
I know that was early.
Seth McGowan sounds like he might have the backup role in Indy over DJ Giddens. I mean, Ty Johnson technically is going to score like 4 points every game.
Right.
And like maybe catch a touchdown 1 or 2 weeks. I wonder if Trey Benson is an interesting click still. Like,
Didn't they just put him on IR?
Did they? Let's see. No, but he's not playing yet, which is quite bad considering that happened last year. So, yeah, probably not him. Jawar Jordan.
Neal.
I mean, Emmanuel Wilson. Devin Singletary is like I thought could get playing time until they signed Najee.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused. Like, are they going to cut Singleton? McNichols is injured. Jerome Ford just went on IR. I found out yesterday.
Oh God.
Trevion Williams just hit my screen. Time to scroll back up.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we've gone too far.
Yeah, we're officially empty. Yeah, I think we'll hope that James Conner makes it all the way back.
Yeah, you take the flyer on Conner because, I mean, with all these other injuries that are happening,
Yep.
I could totally see him ending up on a different team.
I think he will, like, unless Benson just like is out for the year, then they might keep Connor as their third running back, which would be silly, but that's what my Cardinals do, so that wouldn't surprise me. But like, if Benson's healthy, like they do not need 4 like starter level running backs on their team. They don't even really need 3. They just got spooked by how unlucky they got last year in the injury department.
Right. Oh, there went Yoshivas.
I think Isaiah Davis is like okay to click. Like if Breece Hall misses a couple of weeks, he'll get passing down work.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
good with that. Okay. I have none of him, so you don't either. So I think sure.
To be fair, he was a terrible click until Breece Hall was going to possibly miss the first couple of weeks. So
right.
Because I'm pretty sure it was very clearly Braylon Allen. I think it's still pretty clearly Braylon Allen, but also he can't catch passes. So do we prefer Davis or McGowan? Death. That's what we prefer.
I know, right? Like at this point, just flip a coin. Let's do Davis. We were talking about Davis. No shares of Davis. Let's go Davis.
We'll do it. So, folks, the lesson here: don't wait until 8 rounds, 19 and 20, to take your 5th and 6th running back.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yep. But we have finished with a 3-6-8-3. Joe Burrow, Tyler Shuck, Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, Jeremiah Love, Cam Scadaboo, Kenny Gainwell, Bill Krosky-Merritt, Jalen Wright, Isaiah Davis at running back, Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Tedoroya McMillan, John Stribling, Denzel Boston, Tank Dell, Jalen McMillan, and Isaac Tesla at wide receiver. Tight end, we've got George Kittle, Juwan Johnson, and Darren Waller. Thoughts on the team?
God, this is interesting.
It is.
I don't hate it. I like the quarterbacks. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Running back room scares me a little.
Yep.
So the way that I've been drafting, since we were talking about this earlier, I have gone definitely more running backs early.
Yep.
Because of what this looks like later.
Yep.
So where we took Olave, I probably would have gone running back. And then if you look at the rest of the wide receiver room, though, like, I don't think that would have hurt us too much.
Yeah.
Doing that. Yeah. But.
Yeah. The one thing that is a little tough is just from like an ADP standpoint at 22, like we already pulled Love up like 4 picks on ADP. The only other options are basically Kyron, who's like, okay, Breece Hall, who's injured, Josh Jacobs, who might get suspended. Swift went wildly early in this one for some reason, or like Javonte. So it's like, I'm with you, but it's also right in this range right here. Like running back is pretty hard to get 2 of unless you're like super convinced that like one of these 4th or 5th round guys is just like Jonathan Brooks went 55.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
that whole draft was something. Swift at 31, Brooks at 55. Alrighty.
I mean, so he went running backs early, but man, I have questions.
Like, is his room like, better than ours? I don't think so.
The running backs that he took, like, he did not have to do that.
Yeah. Like, he probably could have got Brooks at 79.
Right?
Also 3 unstacked. Oh, I'm sorry. He did stack Bryce Young with Jalen Coker. My apologies. 2 unstacked quarterbacks and Bryce Young. Yeah. That's also why I'm just like, our team is good. Like, because some people just do stuff. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't hate our team at all. It was a very interesting build and not interesting bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not true 0 RB, but it's like kind of 0 RB in a way.
I mean, we definitely went running back light early on.
and just like stopped for most of the draft.
Yeah.
I think maybe like that's the problem though, is like by the time I'm in the 150s, like all the running backs are already to the point where they're gross.
Right.
Like, like maybe we could have gone Charbonnet if he fell back to 166, but he didn't. And now we're just like pure speculation for the entire rest of the draft.
Yeah.
And that's round 15. We've got 5 more rounds after that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you probably want to just right around like round 11, like right where this run happens, is probably right where you want to be just about done with your running back room.
Right.
Of like, you've got 5, maybe even 6 by that point, and then you just wrap it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's kind of where I've been.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've definitely been hitting the running backs early, throwing a couple of wide receivers in there, and then just going wide receiver heavy after that. And it's going to be interesting to see how this season plays out.
Yep. Who is the Bronco running back you want in full PPR?
So I still like Dobbins,
mm-hmm.
but his injury history definitely scares me.
Yeah.
But if I have to pick between the two, like I'm still leaning Dobbins.
Yeah. I think for managed, I'm Dobbins as well, regardless of scoring format. For best ball, I lean Harvey for a lot of the reasons we've just talked about, of like, I don't have to guess when to start him. Right. I know that he's going to hit my lineup probably 3 or 4 times throughout the season, and that'll be great. And that's it.
Yeah.
He has plenty of contingent upside for if/when Dobbins goes down, because Dobbins has literally never finished a season in his career. But, I think at the same time, you also can't predict injury, and you shouldn't predict injury. So I think just everything saying equal, everything the same, I think it's Dobbins for sure. And just like,
and the way it's looking right now too, Dobbins is actually getting drafted after Harvey.
Oh yeah. By a good margin.
Yeah. So you also, take that into consideration too. Like price point, I think makes a difference as well.
Yep.
So
yeah, you can get, where does Dobbins go? Yeah, he goes at 104 in best ball. So about the 9th round, 10th round, something like that.
Yeah. And Harvey's going, where is he right here?
Late 70s, early 80s, 20 picks earlier.
Right.
So yeah. I do think Jonah Coleman, like, I don't think he can win it outright, but I think he's like worth rostering, because like there's also a chance that he just gets the Dobbins role if Dobbins does get hurt, and like they don't give it to Harvey. They just keep Harvey as like a satellite pass catching specialist type of guy. So I think all 3 are worth rostering. It's just kind of where you are in your redraft that you want to take a shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Dobbins is definitely the best pick of the 3, price adjusted. Alrighty. Do you want to do another one, or we want to wrap this puppy up?
How are we on time? 11:30?
Yeah.
I think I might have to wrap this up.
That is all good. I am good with that. Thanks so much for joining me. It's definitely been fun having you on, fun talking through all of this stuff. It was a blast to draft. And where can people find you on Fantasy Now Plus this upcoming season?
I will be on Tuesday mornings with Justin. We will have our Priority Waiver show back on the air as soon as the season gets going.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Hope you guys tune in.
Absolutely. And folks, just as a quick reminder, if you have not signed up for drafters already and you wish to do so, you can do so using that promo code you see in the bottom right of the screen, FN and the plus sign. When you do that and you deposit, make your first deposit, you will get a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you deposit $25, you'll get $25 free. If you deposit $100, you'll get $100 free. If you deposit $500, you still only get $100 free. But hey, $100 free is still free. So if you want to sign up, definitely do so using that promo code. We greatly appreciate it. And that's going to do it for us today at Fantasy Now Plus. We appreciate your support. Have a great rest of your weekend, folks.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.